Hello, welcome back to CrossTalk podcast. I'm Tomoya.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
So this time we're going to talk about some animal just become local celebrities.
Yeah, I love animals,
Yeah, you too.
especially me.
She is.
An animal lover, yes.
So Andrea-san brought
Yes.
up some interesting news the other day.
Yeah, I found something on Instagram, and it must be really popular at the moment because I didn't search for this sort of animal, but I saw multiple posts about a certain kind of animal that is kind of capturing the heart of the local people where it lives.
And that is
His name is Neal the seal.
Neal the seal.
He's a kind of a special seal. He's an elephant seal, so they're huge. They get very, very large,
Oh, okay.
right?
Elephant seal. Never heard that.
I haven't either. I only know of like azarashi kind of seals, but
So he's living which country?
Australia,
Australia.
right?
Tasmania.
Tasmania. Yeah, you found that he's in Tasmania. I didn't know where it was actually, but apparently he comes up on land twice a year,
Twice a year.
only twice a year to molt. Molting is like when they get new fur. They kind of shed their old fur and they get new hair. They get new fur.
Okay.
So he comes twice a year at molting season. But because he's so big, he doesn't just stay on the beach. He likes to come into the town area and he gets into people's driveways and yards and he blocks their entrances to their home so they can't get in and out of their house. The reason is, he's a wild animal. And so you're not supposed to approach wild animals. It could be dangerous if he decides to attack you.
So I'm kind of surprised no one tried to hurt this animal.
No, because I think he's bigger than humans, so no one really gets that close to
Okay,
him.
so it's dangerous.
It can be dangerous. Yeah. But the thing is, he's not aggressive, but he breaks things because he's so big and heavy. If he wants to go over a barrier, he'll break the barrier and go through. If there's a road sign in the way, he'll just smash the roadside down and go through. And so that's kind of why he's dangerous, because he just destroys stuff if it's in his way.
Okay, that sounds kind of wild.
Very wild, yeah.
And I wonder who will be in charge of these accidents.
Yeah, I don't know, because
Right.
they've tried to block him from coming up into the town area, and he just bulldozes through the barriers and stuff.
Yes. So in Japan, we have some animal celebrities sometimes.
Yeah.
One that I can remember of is Tama-chan. Tama-chan.
Ikicho no Tama-chan.
Tama-chan from the Tamagawa River.
Oh, he was also a seal, right?
Was it seal?
Some kind of a seal, like an azarashi seal, right?
I don't remember what kind of species, but yeah, sounds right.
I think so. I think he was a seal. Yeah.
Tamagawa.
I like seals. They're very cute. They're very cute animals. Yeah.
And you said Tama Ekicho.
Yeah, Tama Ikicho. That's what I thought you were saying. Yeah.
Is he in Wakayama Prefecture?
The original Tama Ikicho died a few years ago, and they got a new station cat named Nitama,
Nitama.
which is Tama number 2. And I think Tama number 2, is still in Wakayama. And then we have actually son Tama here in Okayama.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have son Tama in Okayama, which is because the company that owns the rail station in Wakayama is the company that is from Okayama.
Okay.
Yeah. That owns all the rails and bus and taxi stuff here in Okayama.
Right.
Yeah.
We have many cat celebrities here
Actually,
in Japan.
yeah.
Cats are so popular worldwide.
Actually, yeah. They are very cute.
Yes. And isn't that an island that has many cats live in this small, tiny island?
There's a couple in Japan, but I heard that the one in Ehime is going to close soon.
Yes.
Or it has closed? I'm not sure. Because the population of humans is, like, everyone there is elderly, and they don't anticipate being able to take care of the cats for much longer. And so I'm not sure what they're doing with the cats. Maybe just spaying and neutering them so they don't have more babies, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know what happened to this island, but maybe they are going to move these cats to some other island.
Maybe,
or
yeah.
some
I
other
hope,
place.
I hope they'll be taken care of if they decide to do that. But yeah, I mean, it can't be very sustainable when the population is all elderly people only.
Yes.
So yeah.
Speaking of this cat island, I just remembered there's a in Nara Prefecture. There's many deers
Oh yes,
are live in kind of a national park,
yes, the deer park.
deer park. In this park, deers are protected.
Yes.
You can't hunt the deers
No,
here.
no hunting and no like abusing the animals, right?
Yeah, no abusing, but
They can abuse you, but you cannot abuse them.
right. But some tourists kick the butt of this deer sometimes. And
Well, the deer can be aggressive. I'm not defending the action of the tourist. What they did was wrong, but the deer can be aggressive because
is.
they know that people are buying the senbei cookies, and if they know that you have a cookie in your pocket or in your hand, they're going to try to attack you and get that cookie.
Right.
So I can see like why people would be kind of afraid and want to kind of push the deer or get the deer away from you.
Yes.
But you can't really do that. Yeah.
Right. So deer snacks are super popular, and I've heard on the news that there's not much deer senbei available every day for the tourist.
I think maybe they're limiting how, I don't know, but I'm guessing they limit how much they can sell because they don't want the deer to overeat, I'm sure. Is that the issue?
No, I think it's the matter of production speed.
Oh, really?
They can't catch up the sales.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I just assumed, they're kind of keeping track of how much the deer eat, actually. Because deer eat other things. They don't just eat senbei. Like deer in the wild eat moss and plants and things.
Right.
So they don't really need a lot of extra senbei.
Right. But they did anyway.
Okay. I'm surprised the deer are not fat.
The deers are not fat, but they get fatter when it gets colder.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. They're kind of getting ready for winter. Yeah. But there are no deer that I'm aware of in Nara that are like, there's this one famous deer, there's one mascot. I don't think they do that in Nara, do they?
No.
No, it's just a deer park with lots of deer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Not just one particular deer.
And then we can't forget about one particular dog that really famous in Tokyo, Japan.
Oh?
It's a Hachiko.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course.
So this dog waited for the owner for many months, years, but the owner never came back to.
I think he died or something, right?
Right.
So the dog would wait for his owner to come back from work every day, and then like one day he died and he couldn't come back. But the dog didn't know that, and he sat there waiting for his owner for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Yeah, poor Hachiko. Aw.
It's a legendary dog celebrity here.
Yeah,
in
and
Japan.
it's a true story, right?
It is true story.
Oh, so sad. So
And,
sad.
Yeah, this dog featured many TV dramas and movies.
Yeah, it's a classic story for sure.
Yes.
And he's famous around the world.
I guess so.
Yeah. I think because it shows, dogs are very loyal animals. They really love and always follow their masters. And Hachiko is a perfect example of that loyalty.
Right. So do you know, is there any famous animal in Okayama where we live?
Except for son Tama-tama, who's not that famous actually. There's There's a black cat who is the mascot of a art museum here.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Kuro-no-suke. Kuro-no-suke. And he is at the Yumeji Art Museum. And the reason they kept him there is because he looks like the black cat that is in Yumeji's paintings.
Okay.
So they keep a ribbon, like a red ribbon, tied around the cat's neck because that's like the cat that Yumeji painted. He's very cute, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only animal I know of. Do you know of any others?
I don't know living celebrity animal.
Right.
But I know one thing from Okayama. It's a YUMA.
What is that?
Unclassified animal or something.
Really?
Yes.
Is it like a real thing or a fantasy animal?
I'll explain what YUMA stands for. So one particular YUMA is a Pegasus.
Okay.
Creature doesn't really exist.
Okay, yeah, we would call it a mythological creature
Right.
in English.
Right.
Yuma, okay, never heard that Japanese.
We call YUMA.
Okay, a mythological creature.
Yeah.
So what is the Yuma from, what is the mythological creature from Okayama?
It's a Tsuchinoko.
Is that from Okayama?
Didn't you know Okayama is the first place where a Tsuchinoko ever founded?
No, I didn't know that.
One of the mythological creature.
Oh, I think Tsuchinoko are real, though. I'm sorry.
What? What are you talking about? Yuma, mythological
I've
creature.
seen something that looks like that, though, when like I was hiking and stuff. It was probably something different, but it looked like that.
Oh my god.
Like you see the picture of the Tsuchinoko, and I'm like, oh, I've seen that before.
Oh my
It was
god.
probably a leech, actually, now that I think about it. Leeches are horrible creatures that
Right.
stick on your skin and they suck
Right.
your blood, right?
Right.
It's probably that.
Leeches are tiny though.
Are they? No, you
it's a
can
micro size.
No, not necessarily. You can see them. How big are Tsuchinoko?
Tsuchinoko this is my imagination. Tsuchinoko is usually this size, like
30
more
centimeters,
than
40
30
centimeters.
centimeters.
Okay. I thought maybe it would be a small 5-10 centimeter thing.
I'm not sure, but that's, this is my guess.
Anyway, disgusting things.
Right. So it's actually, you can get a reward catching this Tsuchinoko.
So if I catch a leech and I say, oh, look, I found a Tsuchinoko, someone will give me money?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Anyway, that's the story from our area.
I didn't know that. Very fascinating.
I didn't know that either, but I passed this, the place where someone found Tsuchinoko many times.
Okay.
Why don't you guys try to find this mythological creature
Okay.
around your area,
Okay. Yeah.
if there's one?
Yeah, I'm sure there are different creatures around Japan too, like kappa also.
Kappa, yes.
Kappa, right?
Yes, kappa is one.
Yeah, that's also a mythological creature. But many places say, no, they actually exist. We have the skeletal remains of one in this Nantoka temple, and look at this fossil. It's a fossil of a kappa. Yeah, there's places that have supposed evidence. So maybe.
Right.
I don't say never. I won't say never, but
Okay, I think that's all for today's episode.
yeah, this is fun. I love animals, so I enjoyed talking about this. There's a lot of famous animals around the world, but yeah, if you guys know of any that you'd like to bring to our attention, yeah, please drop a comment in our social media feed. All right, that's all for this episode. Bringing you English your way every week.
Keep listening and keep shining.
Bye.